Hi guys, it's your resident numerologist Michelle Herbeau for LotteryUSA.com, and we're on the last week of the contemplative month, the self-reflective month. So we're kind of out of the woods with the non-doing part. You know, we've been really studying ourselves and being on this journey and path of learning from a different angle, a different perspective. And that's really what it's been about, really taking in everything from a different perspective. And I think we're going to come out of this with a whole new vision of who we are, who the people around us are, who should be in our lives, and what we should be really doing. And I think it's going to bring a lot of clarity for a lot of people. So this week is no different. It really does have a lot of different combinations of the numbers that don't typically show up. So it's more about less outer change and more inner change. Like, for example, we do start out with the 22-4, which is the master builder. However, it's not so much about the foundation shifting as it is about those double twos and the intuition and sensitivity and all that stuff that they bring. So you're really intuitively looking at your foundation to see where you should be at and what you should be focusing on in terms of foundation. And the same goes for the 5, which follows. It's a 23-5, so it's an even-keeled 5. It's not an erratic 5. So it's more about gaining clarity in that 5 and the emotions, the emotional realm, what your passion is, all of that stuff. And then the 24-6. Again, it starts with the 2, which 2 is the number of intuition, sensitivity, and support. And then it has the 4, which is foundation, practical. You know, you're looking at your relationships, because it's followed by the 7 again. So and it's a 25-7. It's that sparkly, angelic kind of energy, and it's the 2 and the 5 together, which means that you're examining your emotions rather than expressing them. So it's really taking a look at relationships and emotions together and contemplating where you're at with those and how you feel about those relationships. And then we move into the 8 again, but it's a 26-8 again. So just like the other week we had the 26-8, it's not so much about manifestation as it is about gaining knowledge and wisdom. So then we're followed by the 27-9 again, which the 27-9, Gandhi and Mother Teresa have that life path number. It's all about, you know, more humanitarian stuff, more selfless service, more change in the sense of gaining trust about that change, because we've got the 7 in the inner position, so there's a little bit of a lack of trust of self and trust of others. So there could be a hindrance there for you in terms of changing because you have that lack of trust. And particularly, it's usually the lack of trust of self, so trusting your heart and trusting your intuition. And then we end the week with the 10, which is the mentor, the communication number, but it's the 28-10. So it leads with the 2, which is supportive, and then we have the 8 in the inner position, which is more about, it's subdued, so it's not that aggressive, assertive, confident, independent 8. It's more about the knowledge and wisdom again. So it's more about that 10, that communication energy, being supportive of, you know, really communicating what you've learned through the week, and you could be writing it down in a journal, or you could be explaining it to a friend, or you could be just talking it out loud, maybe even doing a video about it. Who knows? But it's really a different week, and it's really taking the energy in a different direction. So this is the last week of the month, and the last week we're going to have that kind of energy. So it's special. I mean, definitely it's going to take you to another place, and it might be uncomfortable, but you're going to look back on this month and feel like, yeah, I really accomplished a lot. I really accomplished a lot within. So it's really like change from the inside out, and you're going to be ready for that 8th month, which is all about manifestation and abundance. So whatever you've learned during this peculiar kind of month with different energies is what you're going to put into action in the 8th month, and the 9th month, and the 1 month, which follows, which is the highest change energies of the year. So, you know, just follow the path, follow the journey, see where it takes you, and I can guarantee it's going to take you to a good place. You know, in the end, you're going to see the end result is going to be a good one. So please do tune in next week, and if you do have any questions, I want to say, please send them in, because this month is particularly challenging for some people. So read your sign and send in your questions to michelle@lotterieusa.com, and I'll answer them on our weekly videos. So tune in again next week, and we'll have our very first video of the manifestation month, and that's going to be exciting. So please do tune in, and it'll be on lotterieusa.com.